Hello everyone, this is Wrestling Watcher YouTube channel. It's about watching professional wrestling. So we know at Backlash, Danhausen would be facing the team of The Miz and Kit Wilson. And Danhausen will have a mystery partner. Now as we know, this group, Danhausen, Miz, Kit Wilson, have been involved in a storyline, a comedic storyline, for well over a month now. And I gotta be honest, I think Danhausen's one of the most over acts in the company, if not the most over act. You know, he reminds me, his whole setup, his entrance, his theme song, his character. It's like I don't know if I haven't watched Cartoon Network. I don't even think that exists anymore if it does. But they used to have Adult Swim. And it would be like adult themed cartoons, you know, program for teenagers and young adults. His theme, his presentation reminds me of a cartoon that would appear on Adult Swim. You know, the people that, you know, go to Taco Bell at 11, 12 at night, get their food, get their beer, go home, and decide to watch some Adult Swim, and that would be a show they watched. I imagine his presentation is like an animated presentation where he's a cartoon. That's what it reminds me of. And it's different, right? And it's out of the ordinary, and it gives people something to sort of really enjoy that isn't just purely, obviously it's professional wrestling, but it's meant to be entertainment. It knows what the presentation knows what it is. He knows what his character is. WWE knows what it is, and they present it in that way. It's comedy, and it's meant to be just a funny storyline meant for, as Bruce Prichard would say, haha. Now, I'm going to make the suggestion that I believe his tag team partner should be Royce Keys. Royce Keys, formerly known as Will Hobbs in AEW. I think this would be a great place to give him a big quality spot win on a PLE. He's on SmackDown. He came from AEW just like Danhausen did. And I think it's a big quality win for him. Obviously, The Miz can suffer a loss. His character is basically just sort of the villain that gets beat every week. Right? That's what Miz's character is. He can get beat every week and survive the loss like it doesn't matter. That's just who he is. Kit Wilson's obviously getting this push. He's getting the rub off of being with The Miz. I think they're going to build him in a similar fashion, which means he's a character that's designed to take jobs, to do jobs. And so, Danhausen with Royce Keys, and look, Royce Keys could be like, it's one of those things where when he comes out as the mystery partner, you get a facial reaction from Miz and Kit Wilson because it's this huge, strong guy coming out that they didn't expect, right? Because they're thinking it's going to be a handicap match. So I think the ring psychology's there for it. As I said, he's on SmackDown, so it benefits him and the brand. And I think it's the start of a nice big push for him. You know, I believe he's had some matches on SmackDown, but this could be a big quality spot for him. So if I'm booking, it's Royce Keys. Thanks, guys. That's all for this one.